when I was growing up, I grew up in America, and I loved to play outside. I loved swimming. I loved to go to the playground, just meet new people. But I moved back to Korea when I was in elementary school. When I moved back to Korea, if you guys know anything about Asian culture, they like and they pride themselves on being light, like lighter, And if you see any closer to me, I actually have some freckles on my cheeks, and so I was different. I was very different. And growing up, it was weird because in Korea, these kids, my peers, made sure that I knew I was different. They went out of their way to show me, to treat me like I was different. They would bully me, they would make fun of me, they would ask if I was even a human being, if I was a person. It got so bad that, I don't know if you guys have watched Korean drama before, but there's kids, who would take their food and they go to the bathroom, they eat by themselves, I look at that and I was like, whoa, there was a little bit of trauma in there because that's actually how I grew up. I would just sit at my table, eat my lunch, and just mind my own business, but the kids, for some reason, would just go by my desk and they would just hit my food off my table and they would walk away. I'd be like, hey! They'd be like, quiet foreigner. And I just kept quiet. For the longest time, I wanted community. I just wanted someone to connect to. But there was nobody. The story gets worse when I went to church and those exact same kids were in church. They were in the student ministries. And they were the active ones, the involved ones. And I said, I hate church. I hate Christians. I'm done with this. I can't always get bullied. It's enough. But I still wanted community. So there was this one time, these boys, they got to the student ministry section and they're like, hey, come on, we're going to play a game. And so being the gullible and, oh, they want to be my friends, I started coming over. As soon as I got inside the ministry, they shut the doors and turned off all the lights. And then they started just swinging and kicking. I remember being so embarrassed and being so hurt. It was so tough that I didn't ask them to stop. I asked them, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Why are you hitting me? What did I do wrong? These kids didn't care. Just wail. And then, like a voice of Jesus, I swear, door swung open. I guess someone heard me yelling, and someone just at the door just goes, hey! And these kids, they scatter like the cockroaches, they just all of a sudden they're all gone. I remember just lying there. And then the kid comes up to me and goes, hey, are you okay? I'm fine, man. Walked home so embarrassed, so ashamed, so hurt. That same kid, for the next 6 months, I lived on the 7th floor of my apartment, so every time I came down to go to school, he was waiting at the lobby to go to school with me. When we went to school, I grabbed my lunch and I wanted to walk to my bathroom so I could eat, and he grabbed my arm and he said, you're going to sit here with me. We're going to eat together. No one's going to bother you. We went to church and we didn't have chairs. We had these little cushions, so he put another cushion next to him. He grabbed my Bible and he put it there. He said, you're sitting next to me. He did this for 6 months. 6 months. I wanted to ask him, and finally I got the courage. I was just like, hey, I just gotta ask you. You've been doing this for a long time. Why? I'm not rich. I'm not popular. You're not gaining anything from me from doing this. Why are you doing this? And I remember his answer till this day. Remember, this is an elementary school boy, right? He came up to me and he said, if Jesus was here, isn't this what he would do? It changed my life forever. I said, oh, you're the Christian. Oh, you're the one that's following Christ. I want to be like that. That moment was one of the most hurtful and memorable and painful moments in my childhood. And yet still, I stand before you today able to share that because of what he has done to change my life. Hallelujah. He has taken that story as a story of redemption. And I take that story, I take that moment to now anybody, any student who walks through the door in SSF, any student who comes into the presence of the church, I am able to say, welcome, because you belong here. Now, it doesn't matter if you're in elementary, it doesn't matter if you're 6 or you're 60. I bet if we give you the microphone, each and every one of you guys has a painful story to share. Maybe you've been bullied by finance. Maybe you've been bullied by something else in your life. And Jesus is just redeeming you out of that. I want to encourage you and invite you to share your story. Because I'm a product of someone who chose to say yes, to share and step into my pain. And here I am today, talking about living in Jesus' love. So we want to invite you. We have about a month left this year, right? Who in your life, right now, maybe God's putting someone's name into your mind. That's no accident. Who in your life is God asking you to share your story? Who in your life is God asking you, hey, invite them to church. Let's close this year out right. And maybe they might be the next person who is able to experience the healing and the love that Jesus has for each and every one of us. Because everyone has pains. Not everyone might experience the healing that Jesus has. But when we share our story, the people in our lives, they can truly be healed. And so we want to encourage you guys. Share your story, because your story is so powerful.